friends, I, Dr. Renu Ghosh from the Department of Commerce, Dayal Singh College, Karnal, affiliated to Kurukshetra University, welcome you all to this online video presentation. In this video presentation, I shall discuss the Limited Liability Partnership Act 2008. But before understanding this act, we should understand the importance of the enactment of LLP Act 2008. With the growth of the Indian economy, the role played by its entrepreneurs as well as its technical and professional manpower has been acknowledged internationally. Therefore, a need has been felt for a new corporate form of doing business that would provide an alternative to the traditional forms of doing business, where generally we think of partnership with unlimited personal liability is on one hand and the statute based governance structure called incorporated company is on the other hand. Whenever it comes to our mind for starting up of a new business, generally we think of either partnership or an incorporated company. So, with the introduction of this act, we are provided with an alternative to start a new form of business. Consequently, the limited liability partnership concept was initiated that would combine the advantages of limited liability of a company and the flexibility of organizing their internal management on the basis of mutually arrived agreement, as it happens in the case of partnership firm. So we can say the LLP is a combination of company and partnership. It contains some features of the company, and the most important feature of the company that has been taken into LLP is limited liability. On the other hand, it combines some features of the partnership, and the most important features of the partnership that has been taken into LLP is the organization of their internal structure. We all know that in case of partnership firm, the internal management of the partnership is to be decided by their partnership date, and the same happens in case of LLP. In case of LLP, the members are free to decide about the structure or organization of their internal management by keeping the liability of their members limited. So now we'll discuss the objective of the LLP Act 2008. The limited liability partnership is viewed as an alternative corporate business vehicle that provides the benefit of limited liability but at the same time allows its members the flexibility of organizing their internal structure, as I discussed, as it happens in case of partnership, where the partnership is governed by a mutually arrived agreement called partnership deed. Hence, the main objective of LLP form is to enable entrepreneurs, professionals, and enterprise providing services of any kind or engage in scientific and technical disciplines to form commercially efficient vehicles that are suited to their requirements. Now, I'll discuss some salient features of Indian LLP. The first and most important feature of LLP that has been taken from the company is status. The status of LLP is that LLP is a body corporate. It is an artificial person. It don't have any personal body. It is an artificial person being invisible, having no body, no mind and no soul. Still, that LLP exists in the eyes of law as a separate member. Therefore, the second feature is self-explanatory, the separate legal entity. The entity of LLP is different from its partners because the LLP is a body corporate, so it has its own legal entity. If someone has to sue the LLP, then that person will have to sue that LLP in its own name. The members will not be liable to be sued in case if something wrong happens with the LLP. It has distinct name and perpetual succession. The number of partners in case of LLP should be 2, and there should be 2 individual designated partners of whom at least one should be resident in India. This feature is similar to the feature as it is in case of company. In case of company, there should be at least two directors in case of private company and three directors in case of a public company. So this feature of two individual designated partners. In case of company, we call them as director, and here they are known as designated partners. In case of a company, the directors are required to obtain their director identification number. And in case of LLP, same happens. The designated partners are required to obtain their designated partner identification number called DPIN. The allotment of DPIN for all existing and future designated partners of an LLP is mandatory. So if you want to be the designated partner of an LLP, then it is must for you to obtain your DPIN. The next feature of LLP is the limited liability that has been taken from the features of a company. The liability of partner is limited, but if found to be acted with the intent to defraud creditors, then liability of partners would become unlimited. Now we'll discuss the management, the internal structure of the LLP. The LLP is governed by the LLP agreement. LLP agreement means any written agreement between partners and LLP or between LLP and its partners, which determines the mutual rights and duties of the partners and their rights and duties in relation to the LLP. This is a feature similar to the partnership, where the partnership firm is governed by the partnership agreement called partnership deed. Next, we want to know whether an existing private company or a partnership firm can be converted into an LLP. Yes, a firm, a private company, or an unlisted public company is allowed to be converted into LLP. Means if you are uh, running a private company or you are currently running a partnership firm, so you can convert your partnership firm or your company into an LLP according to the provisions given in second, third and fourth schedule of LLP Act 2008. Last, winding up and dissolution. The winding up of the LLP may be either voluntary or by the tribunal. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you have any doubt, then you can post your questions in the comment section and I will reply to it. Thank you so much for watching this video. The differences between LLP, partnership and company will be discussed in part 2 of the video. So you are suggested to go through part 2 of the video for further explanation. Thank you.